Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Today we are going to install a radiator guard on my 2021 Ninja 1000. This is one of those things where I can't quite figure out why they don't install them from the factory or have something from the factory, considering radiators are actually very delicate. And you catch a rock at 70 miles an hour, it goes right into your radiator. Next thing you know, you're blowing coolant everywhere. And coolant may not be as slippery as motor oil, but it's still pretty slick and it ends up on your back tire. So the best thing you can do to prevent that is by installing a radiator guard, which we're going to install this R&G one today. So let's get started. Okay, so in the kit, we've got these the logos, foam pads, and 3 washers. The first thing the instructions have us do is actually cut the foam pads into 10 millimeters, which is a little over 3/8 sections, and basically put them around the edges. So we have the fun job of doing that. They don't do that from the factory. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these up and get them put on here. That's where it rests against the radiator. I guess it's to prevent vibration and things like that. So first thing to do is find my scissors. Okay, unfortunately, if you have kids, you'll understand, but things seem to disappear when you have kids. So I can't find my scissors, so I'm just going to use a razor knife to cut it. I'm guessing it's supposed to be the thickness of the frame here. So I'm just going to guesstimate. I don't think it has to be perfect. At least I hope not. Okay, so my cuts were definitely not perfect. If you have scissors, it's probably going to be a lot easier for you. But again, I don't think it has to be perfect. Anyway, I'm going to start by placing this at all 4 corners. I'd probably be fine here. I'm just filling in the little gaps with the extras I have. Okay. So that's all you have to do for prep. Make sure you don't lose track of the washers. You're only going to need 2 washers on the Ninja 1000. So you're only going to need 2 washers. And let's go ahead and take a look at the radiator. Okay, so I just want to cover this first before we get started here. Everything I talk about for sides, I am going to talk about as facing the motorcycle. So this is the right hand side. This is the left hand side. Okay, the instructions tell you while you're sitting on the bike, in which case, this would be left, and this would be right. But just for ease of video, everything I talk about, I'm going to say as if you're facing the bike. So this is the right. This is the left. Okay? Now, you're going to want to put your bike up on a stand. You can put the front wheel up to get more room to work in here. That's up to you. You're probably going to want to be able to have some mobility here. This is going to be very tight. I apologize in advance for my the abilities I can do for the video, because it's going to be tough. So the first thing we're going to do with the radiator is we're actually going to clean it. And to clean a radiator, I always like to take just a paintbrush or something that's soft bristle. And all you do is go with the thin blades. So in this case, it's going to be up and down. And you're going to just try and wipe all the bugs off. Okay? That way you have the breathing room, breathability in there. So you're going to want to end up moving your wheel back and forth and just trying to clean it. Like I said, this is going to be really hard to video. I'm going to do my best. Just to give a little demonstration, or just ahead of time. There's one bolt on the bottom that you're going to undo. And then there's going to be no way I can actually show this on video. But on the top, on the right-hand side, there's another bolt. And you're going to undo them to put this shroud on. And then on the left-hand side, there's a pin, which... See if I can zoom in, if it'll focus. Do you see that pin up there? That's what the one hook of your radiator cover is going to go on. So I'm going to do my best here. Right now I'm just cleaning with a brush, so I'm going to set the camera down. Okay, I'm going to have the camera down, and all I'm going to do is get in here with the brush, try and brush these bugs off as best as I can. It's going to be tough. Again, go with it. Don't touch the fins. So the fins are extremely delicate, and if you bend them, it actually blocks the airflow, which inhibits the ability for your radiator to cool. If you do bend any, you can take like a very small screwdriver or something to bend them back. Just be very careful, though. They will slice right into your finger as well. I've learned that the hard way. I'm just applying a little bit of pressure, and I mean, some bugs aren't going to come off, and that's okay. I'm going to start by taking the top one out. It's 10 millimeter. So get a 10 millimeter socket, a wrench, or something that you can get in there. And try and undo that bolt. Again, I apologize for not being able to really video this. It's tough. I gotta find it first. Just stick your hand up. There's cables, oddly enough, right there. So just kind of push them out of the way, and the bolt's right there. Okay, turn the wheel to the left if you're looking at the bike. Okay, that'll help you get on it. And then it is not on tight at all. So all you're going to do is take the bolt out. Just be mindful of your cables and everything that keep getting in the way. Still not hand. Can I show it to you? I think I can. Let's take a look. So it's right there. Okay. Get back on here. All right, so that's out. Go ahead and grab one of your washers and stick it on there now, so you don't forget. Okay, so stick the washer on, set it to the side, and go ahead and take the lower one out. You don't have to worry about the radiator falling. Now that we got them off, you're going to want to take your new radiator cover, feed it in carefully. Careful of your fender and everything. And be very careful of the radiator. This is really tough because of where I have my lights placed. Darn it. Tight fit with the inner fender well on. And we just be careful of the radiator and work on sliding it up. And then it'll pop in, or you can push it, once you got it up all the way, you can push it inward. And then you're gonna wanna work on aligning everything. So we're gonna go over to the left-hand side, and we gotta get it on the pin. This is going to be really tough, but I'll do my best, guys. So the pin's right here with there's a rubber cover over top of the radiator, so make sure that goes underneath this rubber cover. And you're going to want to try and get it over the pin, which is tough. I got to put the camera down. All right, so this darn rubber band. See that the pin's right there. So now we will go over to the other side. Swing the wheel to the right. And you're going to want to get it pried over where that other bolt goes. The bolt that you already put the washer on. You want to get it pried over and then pushed forward so it lets you get that bolt in there. Okay? And take your bolt. like mine, you're going to have to push it forward to help it. Slide the bolt in. And get that bolt threaded in there. Don't just hand tight, finger tight. No need to torque it down yet. So you might actually have to move the radiator around. Yep. Explained it. I had to push up on the bottom of my radiator a little bit to get it lined up. Make sure you don't cross thread. Again, just finger tight. Now, put the washer on if you haven't already under your second bolt. Push the radiator cover forward, and it's the same thing. You're gonna wiggle it around until you find that it threads in without cross threading. And this one appears to be real easy to cross thread because it's some kind of like spring thing. So I'm obviously doing this by myself, but it might be helpful to have another pair of hands. Anyway, so we got that on there, and now we're just going to tighten it up. Now, I have the service manual, and I've looked everywhere. There is no torque spec for these bolts. As you probably recall, taking them off it wasn't that hard. You know, it wasn't that they weren't on that tight. So just make them nice and snug. And what I do recommend is, after say 50 miles, checking them. Okay, so we're going to go up to this horrible one to get to. A wrench would definitely be a lot easier. There you have it. Again, sorry it's not one of my better videos. I hope you understand what the area I'm working in here. But there you go. Now any big rocks and stuff will hit the guard and hopefully protect your radiator. That's all there is to it. At 50 miles, make sure to check that thing, just to make sure. Be mindful of your cables that are up there. Make sure you don't snag them and cut them or anything while you're trying to wrench into that tight space. I did find putting my wrench up inside, like this, worked best rather than trying to do it this way. But yeah, that's all there is to it. You know, wiggle it around, make sure it's snug, and you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I will try and answer everyone's questions as soon as possible. If there's anything you'd like to see, any tips, tricks, techniques, anything at all motorcycle related, please let me know. I do these videos for you, so anything that you would like to see, I am more than happy to do it. If you like this video, please click that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and click the bell to notify you whenever a new video drops. Thank you again. Ride safe and keep the rubber side down.